Live again at 07 hour 57 minutes, Friday, June 28th, 2019. This is part two of Why I Hate Black Women, working title. But the real title is Why Don't Us as an African Descendant, Diaspora, or People, why don't we have better relations? I left off talking about how the mother raises the child and how women should be able to strengthen each other. So I'm going to continue off of that. And and I don't see how women don't strengthen each other or uplift each other or encourage each other. I don't see that. I see a lot of the women for the Africa is dogging each other, even within that pink pill status. I don't see it uplifting, and I don't see any of those women or any women that dates out interracialize, intermingle. I go off. I'm not going to use swirl and date out. I say interracialize and intermingle. I don't see those people being any better than the people that already. So when I see people that does that and I say, "Oh, that's how I live. I get treated better. I get done better." I say that's a bald faced lie, because if you look at your relations, I treat people just as good as they treat me. We got that saying. I heard somebody say this. I can throw you as far as I don't even trust you as far as I can throw you. That's true. But I don't treat you as that when I first meet you. I give you the benefit of the doubt. I will get around an African descendant person, a Haitian, or whatever race, and I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. An Arabic, a white person, call whatever I call them, Caucasian, or whatever, European, Europe, Italian. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt right away. I know I'm not able to throw you that far. Only ones I can pretty much throw far is a child. But it's funny, I would trust the child more. I don't care if you taught the child to be evil. I know I can tell the child that's wrong. And the child will respond to that. Whether they're going to argue with me or not. I can tell you that's wrong. You will look at me and still do the wrong. I find that very odd in this society we lived in, of how if we're going to just say that now we are so many years out of racism, slavery. We still have these other underlying undertone narratives and systems that was working against us. We still haven't really did anything. We proved anything. And I find it funny, people that interracialize and intermingle, I have these viewpoints. But when you try to now, if you say now the same viewpoints you have if you're African descendant woman on an African descendant man you have against me, make those against them. They won't have them because they say I wasn't born in that area. I didn't go through that. So you telling me every non-African descendant person have great relationships? They have great marriages? Their kids are okay? I never seen that in my whole entire life. I even seen Mormons that wasn't their kids wanted to do something other than what their parents. Mormons that became porn stars and strip. So I don't get how, and I won't say Mormons, that demographic, that area of people where they do nudism. I don't see where we don't see that. It's not a place that's where what you're talking. I don't use the word perfect because perfect means establishing helpful, but instructional purposes, work title purposes, and no wording in this video. I don't see a place where it's perfect. No, I'm not going to use perfect. Pleasant. Where everything is pleasant. There's nothing wrong. If I shoot a basketball, it's going to always go in. If I ask a woman out, she's going to always say yes because I'm well-mannered. I've never been that place. If you have, please let me know. And show me where people that's other than your skin color treated you so harshly that the other skin color didn't. And if they didn't, where were you? What were you doing? And if you're saying that's how you look at everything, then there's going to be people that don't even speak to you. But you won't notice that. There were people that will say, and I learned this. My sister at one point didn't experience racism, but that don't mean racism wasn't happening. Till she got older, when she got into a workplace. See, you only going to spend time in certain areas of your life if that's what you're doing. So, but if you never take a look, have nothing else, And I have to guarantee you this. I guarantee you, just as you probably haven't experienced it, you're not going to experience it because you're not taking that same bad, negative energy and evil energy with you. You're taking a positive, more uplifting, encouraging within your self energy. See, when you go away from who you are, you take away from who you are. And that's going to sound funny because you're going to say, oh, well, we African descendant people, this, and that. We the only race that if it, we went through this, we the only race that had thousands of years of hurt on us. And then there are still people that's still good out of that. Then there's the other race that you advocate for, which you excuse, that you oblivious to, but they're still doing it in your face. The same guy or the same woman you will lay in the bed, they will still get their brother or sister or even themselves and their families will still come against you, which is I don't get. That's why I'm not, and this is my take after saying all of this. I don't respect you, and I do have a hate for people that hate. I hate you if you hate. So if a man, people say, well, you save him with love. I'm not trying to save him. I'm not trying to bring him in. Because I learned this 36 years of my life. If a person on their own accord in their everyday life can be negative and hateful towards people, things, and places already, and I have nothing to do with that, I understand this. And I'm 36. So don't let the person be 39, 50, 60, 70. That hate is going nowhere. You're not going to, I'm not trying to change people. I just want to guide and challenge young men and women. But there's no, even if I can influence you, I'm not even trying to influence that person. That person is going to be their way. I'm going to stay away. People say, well, if you got to be around them, I don't have to be around them. I will make other ways not to. And I have chosen that. I have done that. I haven't worked at jobs. I can have more money than somebody can laugh at, but I'm not choosing those routes because I know it's going to take away from me because I'm stronger than that. I'll say women, you should be able to be strengthened. Men, you should be able to be strong. I'm not a weak African descendant man just because I'm not taking on the plights of the world. When I decide to go work for a company that, okay, I may get there and say, let's say that's not a white racist person. And there are other people that's in the midst, like a supervisor or manager. I'm not working there. That's not called running away. I'm not even in a way to show I'm a hard worker. And my hard work don't influence them or influence them to say, hey, maybe they not. Or he's not this way. And because my influence, if you know how you say, if I can show you different, well, if I show you different, that'll show you that there's difference. And that's why I hate certain African descendant women and men that are interracial, intermingle, because their only sole purpose is to go interracial. It's not even to be in love. I don't see love. I never seen love. And I seen it every blue moon. I can't say never. Take that back. I never say never. So, but majority, 80, at least 75% of people that intermingle and interracialize, they don't love that person. Because if a woman can say she hate me and never met me because of what a person of the same skin color did, that shows me a lot about her character. See, nobody want to talk about that. Because over years, even in your faith, it blamed the woman for eating the apple. We blame women, but when it came to raising a child, we're not putting the accountability and the responsibility on a woman. Even if she's a home mother, we're still going to find fault and blaming the man, no matter what we do. Even those women, because if those women don't work out of their race, they have no other race to go to because they already burnt the bridge. See, those women burn bridges to me. I would never have sex with them. I would never be with them, and I damn sure don't want to talk to them. I have no influence to them because they already proved and shown they're old enough in their mind, just as I am, to make a decision. If you looking at my skin and saying you hate me, and you looking at your skin and saying you hate me, I'm not even going to entertain anything she says or does, because she's going to look at another skin and say she loved that, or that's more loving to her. But history shows that girls, and she's going to blame that girl for being open-minded as but she's getting killed by that same race man. She will be blinded to that. And that's the thing that's where my hatred comes from. is being blinded to things that's actually happening, but not being aware of things that's really not happening. So I'm not going to say this don't happen to me. This is not upon me. But at the same time, so I said at the same time, I'm not going to be oblivious to other things. So I hope this video helps someone understand, and I hope this sheds some light. And it's going to be crazy if I get a lot of views. That's going to be very revealing of how I go forward and doing videos and upgrading my outlook, like my presentation, my information of going through with the videos, because it's going to show me what we really need. This is just a test, and it's a working title. Why I hate African black women, but it's really why don't we have good relations with one another? So what I say unto one, I say unto all: it's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. A lot of us make a lot of bad decisions in life. A lot of us don't view certain things. But I want to talk and keep talking to people that want to have the open discussion, that's willing to not. And this is my whole beef with the things that we say when we don't have good relationship with each other. We don't treat any other race that way. We don't act that way around other race. We know why, but after you become an adult, because we even have things saying, why aren't you pro-black? Are we forced to be? We have so much power. We still have so much ability within us to be greater than what in social media to dictate who we become and how we treat each other, even what the history and the traditions, what we've been bred from. Because your experience can change. You can have but if you only willing to accept what you want, that's why I said, women's dilemma is not so much they're making bad decisions. They want what they want. That's their decision. I can't get mad at that. But when you start complaining about it, I don't complain about a woman don't want me. I accept my plight. I'm a 6'5". I work. I take care of myself. African descendant man in America. I don't have no records. I don't use drugs. I am single. There's no woman banging down my door. People, and then I talk to this about people. People are like, well, you should be. No. Something I want too, but they rather go to other. They'll say they'll have titles, or they'll be working with the mind that it's not enough. Who said that? I'm gonna come back. Selah.